You have to go way back to the year 2000 when the Supreme Court stepped in to stop the recounting of votes in Florida, effectively handing the presidency to George W. Bush over his opponent Al Gore, to find a time when the court played such a big part in presidential politics. The present court has a 6-3 conservative majority. With 3 justices nominated by Donald Trump, the court has issued a series of rulings that have reshaped the country.
It is not a secret that President Trump picked a third of the current Supreme Court, and that has made a big difference, and it has really angered progressives and Democrats.
But it's not just Democrats who disapprove. Opinion polls show the court is overwhelmingly out of step with the American public in general. Its approval rating at a near historic low, with just 43% of Americans in support of the job it's doing.
Our bodies! Our bodies!
That distaste for the court extends to some of its key rulings, including the decision in 2022 overturning Roe v. Wade and a federal right to an abortion, a ruling a vast majority of Americans disapprove of. Since that decision, abortion has become illegal or restricted in more than 20 states. More recently, in Trump versus the United States, the court ruled that the president has wide-ranging immunity from criminal prosecution for official acts, which could even include executing your political enemies. Dissenting Justice Sonia Sotomayor said the decision was a mockery and transformed a president into a king above the law.
Always act appropriately.
At least 2 of the justices have been under scrutiny for their behavior, and none more than Clarence Thomas. He refused to recuse himself from the immunity case involving former President Trump, in spite of repeated efforts by his wife to lobby officials to overturn the results of the 2020 election, which Trump lost to Joe Biden. Thomas also accepted millions of dollars in gifts over 2 decades on the bench, most of which he didn't initially report until media reports surfaced. Justice Samuel Alito has faced criticism after photos surfaced of an upside-down American flag flying outside his home, a symbol associated with Trump's Stop the Steal movement, and a second flag associated with January 6th outside his vacation home. Late last year, the court announced it would subject itself to a new code of ethics, but the rules are non-binding, a sign the justices are intent on policing themselves.